Nvidia just dropped a bombshell that could change PC gaming forever. The GPU giant is building their first ever gaming CPU, and if the leaks are true, Intel and AMD should be very worried. For over 2 decades, the PC processor market has been a two-horse race between Intel and AMD. That comfortable duopoly is about to face its biggest disruption yet. Nvidia, the company that already dominates graphics cards and AI computing, is preparing to launch a revolutionary processor that combines their world-class GPU technology with a brand new CPU design. This isn't just another chip, it's a complete reimagining of what a gaming processor can be. The story begins with a series of credible leaks pointing to a chip codenamed N1X. This isn't your typical CPU announcement. Nvidia is partnering with MediaTek to create an ARM-based processor that breaks every rule in the PC playbook. Instead of following the traditional x86 architecture that Intel and AMD have used for decades, Nvidia is taking the ARM route, the same fundamental architecture that powers your smartphone and Apple's incredibly efficient M-series chips. But here's where it gets interesting. The N1X features a 20-core design using ARM's latest Cortex cores in a big.little configuration. That means 10 high-performance cores for demanding tasks paired with 10 efficiency cores for background operations. Early benchmark leaks show this CPU trading blows with Intel's Core i9 mobile processors and AMD's top-tier Ryzen chips. In Geekbench tests, the N1X scored around 3,096 in single-core and 18,837 in multi-core performance. Those numbers put it right in the hunt with the best mobile processors available today. Now, matching Intel and AMD on CPU performance is impressive enough, but Nvidia's real knockout punch comes from the integrated graphics. According to multiple sources, the N1X packs a Blackwell generation GPU with up to 6,144 CUDA cores. To put that in perspective, that's the same core count as a desktop RTX 5070. Reports suggest this integrated GPU delivers performance comparable to a laptop RTX 4070. But here's the kicker, while consuming just 65 watts of total system power. Current gaming laptops with similar performance typically burn through 120 watts or more just for the graphics card alone. This isn't just an incremental improvement. We're talking about integrated graphics that could make discrete GPUs obsolete for huge chunks of the gaming market. Imagine a thin and light laptop that can run the latest AAA games at high settings without sounding like a jet engine or burning through your battery in an hour. The technical magic behind this comes from Nvidia's proprietary NVLink CTC interconnect technology. Unlike traditional designs where the CPU and GPU communicate over relatively slow PCIe lanes, the N1X uses a high-bandwidth, low-latency connection that lets both processors share the same pool of memory. This eliminates one of the biggest bottlenecks in PC design and explains how Nvidia can squeeze so much performance from an integrated solution. But Nvidia faces a massive challenge. The entire PC gaming ecosystem runs on x86 architecture, the instruction set that Intel and AMD have used for decades. Every game you've played on Windows was built for x86, not ARM. This is where Microsoft's new Prism emulation layer comes in. Think of it as a real-time translator that converts x86 code into ARM instructions on the fly. Apple pulled this off brilliantly with their Rosetta 2 translator when they switched to M-series chips, but Microsoft's previous attempts have been less impressive. The good news? Microsoft has engaged in a crucial partnership initiative with major anti-cheat providers. This has resulted in a monumental breakthrough. Leading anti-cheat solutions, including BattlEye, Denuvo Anti-Cheat, and Welbia's Xygen Code 3 Uncheater, now officially support Windows on ARM. This was the deal breaker that killed previous Windows on ARM gaming attempts. Games like Fortnite, PUBG, and Rainbow Six Siege simply wouldn't run because their kernel-level anti-cheat systems were incompatible. That wall has finally come down. Now here's where Nvidia has a secret weapon that neither Qualcomm nor MediaTek can match: developer relations. Nvidia doesn't just sell graphics cards, they're deeply embedded in the game development process through technologies like DLSS, RTX ray tracing, and their extensive SDK ecosystem. If any company can convince developers to create native ARM versions of their games, it's Nvidia. Major engines like Unity already support ARM compilation, so the technical pathway exists. Nvidia just needs to provide the financial incentive through a large enough user base. The timing of this launch is no coincidence. Multiple industry reports converge on a launch window for the consumer platform in September 2025, followed by a broader commercial launch in March 2026. Some reports suggest mass availability might slip to late 2026, but the key point is that this aligns perfectly with the expiration of Qualcomm's exclusive Windows on ARM agreement with Microsoft. The gates are opening for new players, and Nvidia is ready to charge through. Early launch partners reportedly include Dell's Alienware brand, which makes perfect sense. Alienware customers are exactly the type of early adopters willing to pay premium prices for cutting-edge technology. Imagine an Alienware laptop that's half the thickness and weight of current models, but delivers the same gaming performance with double the battery life. That's the promise of the N1X. So why is Nvidia making this massive strategic shift? It's not just about selling more chips. This is about survival and dominance in a rapidly changing market. Intel and AMD have been creeping into Nvidia's GPU territory with increasingly powerful integrated graphics. AMD's upcoming Strix Halo APU is targeting similar performance levels to what Nvidia is promising. By creating their own complete platform, Nvidia flips the script. Instead of defending their GPU business, they're going on offense across the entire PC market. There's also the AI angle. Nvidia dominates data center AI with over 90% market share, and they want to extend that leadership to personal computers. The N1X isn't just a gaming chip. It's being positioned as the ultimate AI PC processor. Those tensor cores that accelerate DLSS in games can also run local AI models for everything from content creation to productivity applications. As AI becomes more integrated into everyday computing, Nvidia wants to own that experience from cloud to client. But let's be real about the risks. Even with all of Nvidia's advantages, breaking the x86 monopoly is like trying to move a mountain. Gamers are notoriously demanding and skeptical of new platforms. If popular games run poorly or don't work at all on the N1X, word will spread fast and the platform could be dead on arrival. Nvidia is essentially billions of dollars that they can overcome decades of x86 momentum through sheer technological superiority and market influence. The next 18 months will determine whether we're witnessing the biggest disruption in PC history or just another failed attempt to challenge the status quo. Keep an eye on Computex 2025 for the official announcement, watch those first Alienware reviews in late 2025, and pay attention to how many developers announce native ARM versions of their games. Those will be the signs that tell us whether Nvidia's gambit is working. What do you think? Would you buy a gaming laptop with a Nvidia CPU if it meant some older games might not work perfectly? The future of PC gaming might depend on your answer. One thing certain, the comfortable duopoly of Intel and AMD is over. A new player with deep pockets and bleeding-edge technology has entered the arena. Whether you're Team Green, Team Blue, or Team Red, competition is about to make PC gaming a lot more interesting. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.